What is going on, everybody? It is Powder Blue Fan in the Bay here with another live stream for all you Chargers fans out there. Give me 1 second here. Um, well, wait till people join, if any. This is my second stream on this channel. Uh, First time doing this, really. So I'm new to the streaming, but I'm gonna be continuing jamming out streaming. I really like when I'm like doing it. Yesterday, what I did was really fun, doing a live stream talking about my passion, which is the LA football Chargers. Um, that's my favorite thing to talk about is sports. So being able to do this is really fun for me. Um, yeah, man, this stuff's pretty cool. But there has been no news really today. I mean, a lot of people in the media have been talking about the top 10 list that the top 10 quarterback list that came out from executives, coaches, and scouts. And there's been a lot of talk about Herbert. People. I just saw Jeremy Fowler was on the Rick Eisen show, and he talked about or the one of the guys on the Rick Eisen show was saying how could Drake May be lower than Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert hasn't had a playoff win yet, but he was kind of saying how the league is still valuing or what's the word is still holding on to Justin Herbert's early part of his career. That's what he quoted as saying. I mean, I understand why people are questioning Herbert, especially. I mean, I think it's obvious. When you haven't won a playoff game and you're the seventh rated quarterback in the National Football League, um, that's obviously, and you've been in the league for 6 years, so there's definitely something to that. I think he should have obviously his first time in the playoffs. That should have been a win. That was just really bad. That should have been a win. So he shouldn't be winless. But that was just, I mean, the Chargers choke job, man. What we did, but I, I think, obviously, in my opinion, of Herbert, I think there is criticism to be had, but with his talent, with what he has, I know he works so hard. And just from hearing from peers, Kyle Van Noy said he was one of the hardest workers he's ever been around. Reminded him of Tom Brady, his work ethic. People, what I get frustrated by in the media is how they portray these quarterbacks and individualize the sport. You know, like the media always goes, oh, Drake May versus Herbert, Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen. It's the individual part. They individualize a sport, which I can't disagree more with. I mean, if you have 53 players on your roster, right, for the regular season, and you have, I believe, 48 on game day. I don't. No other sport is matching that amount of players on a team. Like this is the ultimate team sport. There's so many players on each team, meaning there's so much impact other players make on the game and lack of, I guess, influence on the game each individual player makes just because of the the team sport that it is. Players, yes, players obviously make individual players obviously can change a lot of things, but It's the collective. You know, the cornerback can't be successful throughout a whole season if their pass rush is, you know, not good at all. If the quarterback has all the time in the world to throw the ball, that's going to hurt you as a corner, your ability to play at a high level. And I just feel like what I don't like about the media is how they think that it's just one player influences the whole game. No, it's not true. It's so the coaches, the preparation, everything that goes in the game plan. I mean, people don't realize how important coaches are in the national and football in general. Like Herbert, clearly his first two head coaches in the National Football League were not good head coaches. They were not. Like maybe they were at times. Like with Anthony Lynn, he had that one good year with us, but like for like a perennial playoff contender, Super Bowl contending head coach, now he has that in Jim Harbaugh, and now they've gone to back-to-back playoffs. Yes, they have not performed well in the playoffs, but I would say that's more so on the roster building of the past of Tom Telesco's just terrible roster building. In my opinion, I mean, it's not even an opinion. I don't think anymore. I mean, it's so clear he was. I mean, look what he didn't even last. He lasted 1 year with the Raiders. Um, I think it's pretty obvious to me. Now I know you can make a lazy take, and you look at, oh well, Justin Herbert has zero playoff wins, but let's look more in depth on exactly why. Okay, why does he have zero playoff wins? Is it just on him? Is it because he's not a good quarterback? He's not a top 10 quarterback? Does he not play like a top 10 quarterback? That's so false. If you really dive into it, it's part of the people around him. And Jim Harbaugh said that in his press conference in the past, that he talks about everyone needs to get to Justin Herbert's level. Like, this is a guy that's been in football his whole life, and the praise he gives to Herbert, I have not seen, you know, him himself or any coach really not. It's very rare that I see a coach talk so glowingly about a player. He talks about Derwin James like that too. I think we got two all-time special players on both sides of the ball, in Derwin James and Justin Herbert. Those got to be our two leaders of our football team. Our guys that can lead us to the promised land, hopefully. So that's my take on that whole situation, because I know a lot of people are talking about Herbert and talking shit on it. And I get it. You look at first glance, zero playoff wins. Yeah, yeah, that's not good. That's really embarrassing. I think it's kind of embarrassing. But is it embarrassing just because of him, or is it embarrassing because the Chargers fail and didn't give him the proper roster, the proper team around him? Is it more the Chargers have zero playoff wins since 2018, and it's their failure as well, and not just Justin Herbert's failure? So why can't we look at it like that way? Why can't we? Why do we have to individualize the the struggle or the criticism? Why let's criticize the whole organization if we're gonna say, oh, Justin Herbert has zero playoff wins. Well, it's because the Chargers as an organization didn't put the best football team to compete for playoff wins. Like, and that's on the organization. That's on the scouts. It's on the general manager. It's on the coaches. That's on the players they put around him. And I think if anyways, I think what we have now, I'm very excited for that future. I'm very excited for a Mike McDaniel, Jim Harbaugh combination. And I'm really excited for Tyler Biotis, our new center. And that's a big pickup. So,